once with a one-star glow. What could go wrong on this dusty road? It's Bubba's Dive Bar Roadshow.
Well, Bubba and the Barflies rolled into Grumpy Gators, and this place was kicking. Karaoke, cold beer, locals who dance like nobody's watching, and a vibe that's pure dive bar gold. Regulars on the mic, the dance floor was full, and before long it was one big sing-along party. You know, nights like this remind me why we do what we do. Dive bars like this are about folks who show up, cut loose, and make memories. But what really makes a place like this tick ain't just the crowd. It's the person keeping it all going. In this joint, it's one tough, hard-working woman who's got heart, hustle, and a whole lot of love for her locals. So stick around. We're pulling up a bar stool and talking with the woman behind this area's favorite dive, Grumpy Gators.
So today we're on Bubba Does Dive Bars, and we're at the Grumpy Gator with Jamie and Leah. Jamie is the owner, and Leah is the manager of the bar. So we're here to find out a little bit about the bar. We want to know the ins, the outs. We want to know how long it's been here. We want to know about the food, which is phenomenal, because I've eaten here, and I'm a fat man. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? They got a full liquor bar. They got ice cold beer, and we are going to find out a little bit more about the people behind the scenes. What do you guys think? I think that's a great idea. There we go. So tell me, what made you buy a bar?
Oh my goodness. I always wanted to try the industry. I've always had bartending jobs and love to cook. Absolutely love to cook. And it's been 14 years now. Next month will actually be 14 years that I bought the place. We needed this in the area. Somebody that did home cooking instead of just everything right out of the freezer thrown in the fryer. That was a big part of what was here. So we opened Grumpy's to do homemade scratch food, and we make everything on our pizzas from scratch, our dough, our cheese, our sausage. We do everything from scratch, make our own sauce. We try to do that with almost everything on our menu. So, and it's been very, very successful.
I wish you guys could understand what it's like in here right now. The smell coming out of the kitchen is amazing.
And we haven't opened yet.
It is, whatever they're cooking smells amazing. So Leah, tell me, you've been here longer than 14 years because you said you were here before.
Yeah, when it was a real dive bar, so to speak.
She came with the building.
Yeah, that's what they say. I came with the building. I just happened to stop by one time after she had purchased it, and I was like, I just want to look. I just want to look and see what you've done with it because I know what it looked like before, and I just want to see what it looks like now. And I walked in, it was phenomenal. I mean, right now we have a lot of the stuff up, but it was just pristine, and it was just so different from what it was before. I was like, wow, upscale compared to what it was.
So actually, I had been for years. I've been here 21 years now. So I spent 5 or 6 years researching the people who I'd want working for me, who I wouldn't want working for me, and after I was ready to start hiring. She had filled out an application, and one of my bartenders threw it away because she didn't want the competition. And anyhow, it took 2 weeks, I think, of hunting her down, saying, "Please, I need to talk to her," and nobody would give me her phone number. And anyhow,
She found me at another bar and said to me one day, "What are you doing Monday?" And I was
I
like,
noticed out back that there's a big area, and it looks like you have horseshoes and some other things going on. Do you have different events that you put on outside?
we have we've had a bunch of weddings out there. We got a big party tent and horseshoes, and we used to have bands out there on Saturday nights. We've had a whole bunch of celebrations of life out there. We've
raised
done
a lot of money out there.
Yeah, we've done a bunch of benefits for veterans and for cancer patients and all kinds of big benefits out there.
But we love that because we support our vets too. And also in the bar, they have different things going on during the week. They have different specials. They have karaoke on the weekends. They have breakfast on Saturday and Sunday. I can't say enough about the food because it's that good. They also, I noticed in the back room, there's a pool table, And I noticed that you have some child's toys back there. Is that for your daughter?
Yes, I'm a new mom at almost 60 years old.
Okay.
I just recently adopted a little girl. She's been with me for 2.5 years, almost 3 years now. And our adoption was just completed May 22nd. So
They adopted each other.
yeah, we
That's a
adopted each
wonderful
other.
thing.
So
Yeah.
that's what we tell people.
She was
is-
so excited about it when she got out of there. She's like, "We're adopted."
That's what we did when we walked out of the courthouse, and the guard, the people, security guards were there, and everything's quiet, and Cadence and I are walking out the door, and they're just staring at us. I'm like, "We got adopted," and she starts yelling, "We're adopted," and they're like, "Yeah, we were hoping that was it."
That's wonderful.
But this has been, it's just amazing the people that we've met through the last almost 14 years. It's been incredible. We've
Yeah.
met some amazing people through this whole adventure.
And just other stories like Ed and Kevin.
Ed and Kevin,
They
that's
were
a
in
story
the war
that,
together, and Kevin lost his leg. And one of our customers, they'd never been here at the same time.
Uh-huh.
They were finally here at the same time, and one of our customers was actually there when Kevin went down, I guess, with his leg. And then they met up later.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like,
they haven't seen each other. Kevin was always a day customer. Ed was always a night customer.
Uh-huh.
And their paths never crossed. Well, one day, Kevin's sitting down there, and Ed walked in early for some reason, and he goes, "I know you." And Kevin goes, "I know you." And they have not seen each other since the day Ed pulled Kevin out when he lost his leg in Nicaragua.
That's
And
amazing.
they have
What an
not seen
amazing
each other
story.
since that day.
That's an
And
amazing story.
just to be part of some of these people's lives. We've got the whole group of women vets that come in every month or month and a half, whatever. We've got all their pictures on this front wall. One of the ladies went in World War II, and she got out in the Vietnam War. And she celebrated her 102nd birthday here at Grumpy's. They said, "Where do you want to go for
Wow.
lunch?" And she's like, "Grumpy's."
That's
And,
incredible.
we're just so honored by the people that we've met, and it's more of a community clubhouse more than it is.
yeah.
I never felt like I own this place.
So if you were going to tell anybody the world, you're going to say to the world, this is the most incredible thing about the bar that we have. What would you tell them is the most incredible thing about the bar?
Our customers.
Yeah. There's just so many stories and so many interesting people, and they're so nice. I mean, 90% of them,
Yeah.
It's just they're fantastic people, and they keep coming back. And
Yeah.
it's awesome.
And it's
They include us in their lives too. They'll come back from they'll be a snowbird, and they'll come back, and I'm here still drinking Coors Light.
Yeah.
Sure. How'd you know that? I said, I can't remember your name, but I know what you drink. And they respect that. They're back year after year because of that.
I am so impressed with bartenders when it comes to that because they remember you. Whatever your drink was, they're remembering it.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you've gone or
Well, I
how
tell
many
them
times
you
you
need
haven't
2
been there.
weeks to change your drink because you walk in that door, I'm going to have it ready for you. If I know you, if you're going to change your drinks, we need 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
Genuine dive bar when I was growing up would be someplace kind of like it was with the saloon here beforehand. You've got bras hanging on the fans, flinging around. You've got somebody sitting in a corner sleeping at the table who's probably been there for about 4 hours. It's a lot lower than what you people are using as a dive bar. You know what I mean? So when I first heard it, I was like, dive bar? Well, that's not nice. But I get where you're coming from.
So I'm going to give you my definition of a dive bar and why we started this. My definition of a dive bar is not a corporately owned bar. It is not a bar that you go in and their drink of the day has a little umbrella in it and it's some foo-foo little thing. A dive bar is a place where you go and get a beer and a shot, or what I drink, Jameson and water. I mean, you dive bars where you go in and you walk in as a stranger and you leave as a friend. That's what a dive bar is in my mind. The definition of a dive bar has changed over the years so much. But your regular dive bar is a wood top bar, liquor's out, everybody's friendly. You look around, it's not the perfect I don't know. There's marks on the floor, and the maybe this doesn't match that, and that's a dive bar. A dive bar doesn't have to be like a biker bar.
Right.
Okay, that's my definition. It doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just my definition, and everybody's got a definition. What is your definition of a dive bar?
Oh, family owned. Yeah, pretty much a family owned. Anything that's not corporate.
I consider a dive bar more about the people. You know, it's more about the atmosphere in the bar,
Yeah.
not so much what it looks like. And as long as it's not corporate, I won't do a corporate bar.
Hey, it's not about where I'm at, it's about who I'm with.
Perfect.
That's what it is.
Every bite coming out of Grumpy Gators is made from scratch. Tastes just like someone's grandma made it. Homemade, heartfelt, and straight from the kitchen. That's the kind of flavor that keeps folks coming back to Grumpy Gators. Mark your calendars, y'all. December 2nd, serving dinner, drinks, and more laughs than Bubba on karaoke night.
So that's right. You know what time it is. It's that time of the day. It's that time that we're going to give out our 5-star dive bar, Bubba rated.
Bubba's got a map and it's stained with beer. Every dot's a dive, every mile's unclear. 5-star joints with a